Henderson House is a transition program for homeless female veterans who want to get their life started again. The YWCA Henderson House was started by the YWCA president at the time, the CEO, Carolyn Margulies. She thought it was outrageous that women were sacrificing for their country and they came home homeless. And she was like, what can we do with this? And so she thought about a transition program, and she found a grant that would help fund the transition home for them. And out of that, she found a Vietnam veteran who donated this house, which is a really nice house. It's huge, it's perfect for the program. It has enough area for children and everything else. And she got the grant, got the house remodeled, and it's just been wonderful ever since. Women have a place to come now and get started over and begin their lives again. The Henderson House is unique in that we were the first one in the country to tailor to women veterans and women veterans with children. The women just having their kids here it takes such a burden, such a pressure off them that they can concentrate on what they need to. They can think about their lives and getting restarted. But if you're having to worry about safety for you and your child, there's nothing else on your mind. Once that's settled, then you can start thinking about your future. What do I need to do to improve my situation so I can be independent? Every day except for Friday and Saturday, they have a meal at 6 o'clock, which we find is the best part about this house, is they actually sit down with the meal, and one of the residents, it's their chore, will provide that meal. The Henderson House gets its food for our dinners. We get it through the Roadrunner. We get individual volunteers donate food. And if a woman's cooking dinner and we don't have that staple in the pantry, then a woman must use her food stamps to finish or supplement that dinner. A grant from Albuquerque involved, we would use that money to buy food that we cannot get from the Roadrunner, like fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, things like that, milk, eggs, things we just really can't get from Roadrunner. The ladies would use that money to provide meals to the rest of the residents. And currently we are full with 10 women and 2 kids, so that takes a lot of food every day to feed those women. So not just the dinners, but the food also goes for their breakfasts and lunches. It's just dinner that we sit together, but we also provide food for all the meals for all the ladies. And the food is so important because, as most families will tell you, it's around the dinner table where you have conversations. And it's so important for these ladies to realize they're not by themselves. And when they have these dinners, they talk about their experiences and what happened to them. And then somebody next to them is like, wow, it's not just me. I've gone through that too. And they realize they're not alone, and they open up a little bit more. And one of the things that really helps them, and why it's so critical to have a veteran-centered house, is because they all have a background as veterans. So they can all relate from that basis point. And the greatest thing is we've seen relationships develop. So when they're here in the house, they work together, and when they leave the house, they come back and visit. They help them out. They help the ladies that are still in the house and help them become productive. So it's a nice little cycle that people just help each other. They leave, but they always come back and help the other women achieve their goals as well, and let them know, hey, I was in your shoes. And because of this house, it gave me an opportunity to get started all over again. And now I'm productive. Now I'm out on my own, supporting myself. So it's a really great environment that they're not going to get anywhere else.